Hello and welcome to our plant medicine preparation workshop. My name is Mariah Ganessa. I'm the founder and steward of Four Visions. It's my great honor to be with you today and to share all the foundational elements of preparation to work with plant medicines. In the evolution of our vision and our mission as a company, we discovered the need to also share the resources and the educational materials with our community to better equip people in the modern world to work with these ancient plant medicines. For this reason, we are sharing this material with the hopes that we can support you in getting the most out of working with ancestral plants, as well as learning how to work with them in a good way, in a way that honors the sacred traditions and honors the natural evolution of plant medicine. Whether you're a seasoned plant medicine practitioner who's looking for more resources to be able to get the most out of your studies with plant medicine, or whether you're thinking about trying plant medicine for the first time, or whether you already have your retreat on the books, on the calendar, and you're coming to us to learn some different skills to better prepare for your upcoming encounter. We are living in a very exciting time when the plants are coming out of the jungle and are more accessible than ever to the modern world. And it's for a reason. We are at a point in humanity's evolution where we are deeply needing the tools that come from nature to help us remember the way back home to the heart. And the plant medicines and fungi medicines are incredible portals to do this, to reconnect, to return, and to receive profound insights, guidance, clarity, and healing for our lives. What an incredible blessing to have access to these beautiful tools and medicines at this time in humanity's evolution. It is our hope to be able to offer a support to you in today's class, to be able to better prepare to work with plant medicines. The preparation process is important because it is a readying, a preparation to receive the insights, the guidance, all the messages that the plants and fungi have to us. And so the ceremony, the ritual, begins from that very first moment that you decide to work with plant medicines. And in the days and weeks leading up to your ceremony, the more that you prepare, the more that you open yourself, the deeper the medicines can go into your heart, and the more profound the healing and the medicine of the wisdom that the plants have for you can be. Whether you're a seasoned practitioner or you're getting ready to experience plant medicine for the first time, our hope is that the information in this class can be supportive for you to be deepening in this study of how we relate to plant medicines. It's really a beautiful thing, and it is a study. There's always more to discover, and what happens outside the ceremony is equally as potent and fruitful as the actual encounter itself. And so our goal is to go over different ways in which you can start to begin this process of opening the heart and dialoguing with the plant medicines even before you go to ingest them or commune with them. So the first step is hearing the call. And this element is often spoken about because there's often a lot of synchronicities that come into place when we are thinking about working with plant medicines or have a practice with plant medicines and the call comes to work with them again. It can be that the signals or the messages come in different ways. You might hear a podcast, or you might hear your friends talk about plant medicines. Something comes to knock on your door and awaken you to the potential of this path and this opportunity. It's all very beautiful and magical, the way that plant medicines come into our lives, and it's always a beautiful thing to listen to the signals, listen to the messages. Oftentimes, we have a specific call to a specific plant medicine or fungi. Other times, we are just open and ready and curious. Whatever the case may be, the decision of where to go to work with plant medicine, what set and setting you will choose for your experience is all very important. It's not that one experience is better than the other, but they are all very different. For example, journeying with plant medicines on your own in nature is a very different experience than traveling down to South America and working with an indigenous wisdom keeper and original carrier of the medicine. And so there's a multitude of different experiences or environments that you can choose to work with plant medicine, and it's important to investigate and determine what feels like the best match and the best alignment for you and for your first encounter, as well as for your continued studies with plant medicine as you continue forward. It's always highly recommended to investigate properly and get recommendations from trusted friends or individuals on the path before going to work with a specific healer or a center. The reason being is that, like I mentioned, plant medicine is exploding in the West during this time, and that's very beautiful. But with this explosion comes a wide array of different levels of training that people have, different experience levels. Another important element in the decision process is what plants to work with or what fungi to work with. And so if you feel called to plant medicine, oftentimes it's a specific plant that calls to you. And it can call to you in your dreams, in your meditation. Like I mentioned, those signals, different experiences and synchronicities where there's a certain plant or medicine that is being repeated and coming to you again and again. And that's a sign that there's a clear connection with that particular plant, and that particular plant is calling you to work with it. Other circumstances can be when we feel a strong call to experience plant medicine, but we're not necessarily attached to one specific plant or one specific ally. Each plant medicine or fungi medicine has a very unique energy to it. It has its own design. All of the plants, they are part of a canoe of the ancestral wisdom kingdom, but they each work in a different way. They bring us to the same place, and they bring us to the same journey of up to the mountain, to the celestial heights, we say, but the way that they get there can be different. And this really comes down to the unique architecture that each of the plants have. For example, the way that peyote teaches and works is very different than the way that ayahuasca teaches and heals. And the same for the mushrooms. They also have their own unique way of teaching and working with us. Each one of us has our own energetic frequencies, and so there may be a natural gravitation to a certain plant or fungi's energy. And again, this process is really about trusting your intuition. That's one of the most beautiful things that the plant allies have to show us and to teach us, how to tap into our innate intuition. And it's a beautiful thing to start that process at the very beginning when you're beginning your journey and getting ready to embark on the path of working with plant medicines. So to listen, to investigate, it also has to do with what opportunities come to you, right? So to be open and receptive to the ways in which the plants will come and provide you with opportunities to work with them. And as long as you are in alignment with your heart, it's a beautiful opportunity. Once you have decided where to go to experience plant medicine and you have made that commitment, the journey begins. We say that the ceremony begins that moment that you say yes, that you make that commitment to yourself, whether it be registering or buying your flights or that act of saying, I'm going to do this. And from that point, the plants start to work with you. The medicines start to organize your life and start to speak to you and prepare you for this journey. The more open and receptive we can be to the plants, the more profound the connection that we will have with them will be. And so for this reason, the preparation period, whether it be 3 weeks, whether it be 2 months, is incredibly important. And the more that we devote to the cultivation of the prayer, that is why we're going to work with the plants, the deeper our experience will be, and the more we'll be able to receive, the more we'll get out of it.